So the businesses right now are receiving some area of guidance from our government on some regulations and some restrictions and some recommendations and a little bit of guidance, but it's not a lot. And businesses are truly challenged with, can I open? Is this right? I'm looking at this in three different segments, right? Health, governance, and the economy. And all three are playing a really big factor into guiding if the business is right to open. The health piece, right? The virus is still there. And as much as we all want it to go away, sitting here in early May, it's a decision that is made with us every day, that it's there. We have to focus on it. So when you look at reopening your business, is it safe for your staff? Is it safe for your customers? And you've also got to think about the image, right? There's a lot of judging going on out there where crowds are building. So you've got to do right by your business first by the health piece. But you obviously have to look at the economy. And if you were awarded, if you were one of the lucky businesses that received the PPP funding, well, that's changing your timeline. So now you're on a clock to utilize this money to possibly turn it into a grant. So that's forcing businesses to make different decisions because now they're on a time. And we were talking with a large restaurant group yesterday, and there was a lot of hesitation. Do I open now or do I wait? Well, I'm supposed to be spending PPP. So there's a lot of factors. And looking at your business model, okay, can you actually make money? Restaurants are regulated to open to 25%. Not a lot of restaurants that I know can withstand that type of model. They are a business that is built on volume, and that's what you have to focus on. Now, the governance, this is where it gets very confusing. There's not one clear-cut message. We're getting drips and drabs from the White House, from the county, from the state, from the city, and there's different messages. So as a responsible business owner, you've got to take this and do what's right for your business by following all the guidance. So the health piece also drives to the consumer confidence. And that's the underlining part here that is going to either help your business drive back or it's going to slow it for a long period. When I come into your restaurant, into your store, into a hardware store, you're looking around to see what the business is doing. Have they taken this serious? Have they put in the right precautions? Because you want to gain my trust, right? If I am scared coming in because of everything that's been going on, and I trust that you have taken good precautions, then I start to ease back as a customer. And I think it's the customers are going to come in waves, right? There's people that are ready to dine out today. No problem. Let's go eat. And then there's a group of people that are probably sitting back and let's wait and see. Let's everyone else test the waters first. And then there's a group of people that are going to be a long time to come back. So when you're looking at bringing your business back, all three segments, the health, the financial, and the governance, have to play a factor. We're seeing a lot of businesses, especially in the restaurant business, that are pivoting and pivoting and pivoting and pivoting, and they are changing and adapting. We're watching some really great successful chains that we've known for a lot of years that are drastically changing their model. And a lot of what they're changing is based on the next time period. They're not confident that they can pull in enough sales to warrant the expenses of their previous model. So a lot of restaurants are going to curbside. They're going to stick with takeout only and curbside. So make sure that you're looking at all the factors on how you reopen. But the bottom line is your guests and your customers, they have to trust you. If they're going to continue to come back week after week, they've got to trust. And there's a lot of things that you can do. Now, in the service industry, right, I specialize in hospitality. We're all about the connection, right? The smile and so glad to see you and welcome back and how are the kids? That's going to be tough from 10 and 15 feet away. So we've got to train our staff to ease the customers into this. You're also going to have to retrain your customers. If they are used to coming in large groups or walking throughout your store, you've got to guide them through and you've got to retrain them. So a lot to think about. Consider the health, the finances, and the governance before you make the decision whether it's right for your business to open. I'm personally going very cautious. I'm wait and see. Let's see what the market does, and we'll get back to you soon. So it's a hard decision to make, but we're taking it bit by bit.
Thank you. Hey, I just have a quick observation. You said something about the perception, and I noticed on Facebook that um, two different styles, I think, of restaurants opening. I've seen some emphasizing, "We're open, come on in, let's go." I've seen open mic nights advertised, and I've also seen some restaurants who approach it with emphasizing that they are taking it slow and safe.
Mm-hmm.
I almost trusted that announcement more than the announcement that was emphasizing the "We're open, come on in, let's go." I'm sure they're taking it safe too, but it's that messaging that comes off differently from one to the next.
It's the trust factor.
Yeah.
It's when I see that you're doing these things right, I can trust you. And a big part of what we do is secret shopping. So for 22 years, I've been trying to understand the guest perspective. And what we've always been aware of is when the guest receives a specific type of experience, right? A 90% and above, and the wow factor, and the people were great, the bathrooms were clean, and everything's fantastic. Then if you can share that type of experience with your guests 3 times in a row, that's where the trust comes in. And previously, the trust was based on the financials, right? If I spend $75 at a restaurant, did I receive $75 worth of value? Was this a memorable experience? And if I receive 3 of those in a row, I now trust you. The trust factor, the number one component now, is going to be health and safety. That's going to rise right above the guest connection and the quality of the food and the atmosphere. So the guests have to trust us with the health and safety before anything else will come back.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. And I would advise any business that's opening, reopening, to emphasize that their safety approach in their any of their marketing and any of their posts and communications. At least for now, that should be high on their list of what they communicate. Thank you.
Thanks.